Alright, the problem with the new system is that it's only charging to 52. I remember having I was just thinking back going through the settings and it was charging up to 52 and it should go higher than that. It should get at least 56, 57. I'm pretty sure it was only charging to 52. And if that's right, that means that's why the batteries went quicker. Now I think about it. So there's no energy draining on that situation, but I've got to get into change the settings. Now I just sent a message to the sellers about it, and it's got Wi-Fi capability in that, but you've got to buy another attachment for that. It doesn't come with it. It should already be built in, as far as I'm concerned, but you got to buy another attachment, so you can go Wi-Fi with it, because lots of small things can have Wi-Fi these days. They make you buy another attachment, but I was requiring about, that's what he, when I required about how do you get it to hook to a computer, and that they talked about the Wi-Fi, and I'm like, yeah, I understand the Wi-Fi, but you haven't sent me a cord, right? I thought they would have got the common sense like that, and I've got to send another text, another schematic, as I like to call it, as they believe that I'm not looking at what they've already given me in their details properly, but I have, but there's no cord, and I don't even know what's the right cord. Can I use the same cord that has the same plug on this one, right? On this new one, right? What cord do I have? There's no cord. And what software do I have? It goes manual, and it's got the new ability Wi-Fi, and you can buy the attachment. Yeah, I get that. I don't care about Wi-Fi. I don't want Wi-Fi, so I'll just send another text about, I don't want Wi-Fi. I want to know, how do I hook it to the main computer? If you didn't send me a cord, what cord should I have, right? I don't want to go through the other one. Do I have to buy the other attachment? You don't have the other cord. Is this a con? You might as well just send us the other attachment, you know what I mean? But anyway, of course you don't want to go that far, but they'll get the point. They go, oh yeah, maybe we should have sent a CD and a cord like all the other systems did, right? Instead of saying, oh, you can, this is what you got when you look it up. It goes, yep, the cord can go in here, that's the ability. If you don't have a good look, there's no cord, but you'll find out there's no cord, but then what are you going to do? Oh, obviously we're going to look up the right cord. We're going to have to, don't know what cord did it need, it doesn't tell you in the book, so I'm going to have to go back to the seller, right? So even the sellers would get pissed off. Right, if I was the seller, I'd ring up the manufacturer and go, look, you need to do this if I'm going to keep buying your products from you so I can sell to other people. Because you don't even have the basics, the standards. What's going on these days about the standards? Right? You want an upgrade to this, I get that, but you got to at least give them the standards. Oh, how they think, hey? There's something wrong with me because I'm on the wrong planet. And when I talk to people like that and I get enough out to them, they go, oh yeah. And I go, well, you say, oh yeah, but why do I see all this stuff around? Right? And now I'm charging these 4 batteries up so I can hook them, get them balanced really quickly. So I thought I'll just quickly do through this, get it to a pretty much full point, and then quickly rebalance it with the charger. Now I'm just charging the other 2 that are connected to the wires. They're hard to get at with a charger. Otherwise I've got to pick up all. I just neatened it all up and everything, and put the 4 batteries out there, and when I'll be fine, I'll change the plug. It was a little late. Then I realised it's only gone to 52, right? And it couldn't even, you need battery to power these things. It's annoying. Even though it does that, it's actually still using battery to power this. And then this will use power to coming from it, main grid, and charge batteries and that. But it doesn't power this. How annoying is that? See, these systems, you actually need battery power. The battery power cuts out. Doesn't matter if you've got main grid or nothing, it goes, which is annoying. So, but these batteries, fully charged, even a 4-pack, they're meant to go to 56, after 58 actually. They can get you on really high brand new batteries, that's what I used to have it on. But I get it down to about 57, and I charge them, boost charge for about 56 and a half. Not too much overcharge, because if I go too far, it'll shut them off, so I've got to always keep it on. But they're only charging the 52 on the standard, plug it in, it charges through solar, but it's only giving the batteries to 52. So it's like 3/4 less than that charge, because you can sit at 52 for ages, and then when you start to see 52 drop, that's when you see it doesn't last long, right? And the other voltages drop down over hours very slowly from 57, right? And then it shows you how much it's current it's still got, and that tells you pretty much the battery power going. And then it'll sit about 53, 52 for ages, and then all of a sudden just drop. Right? So 52 is just useless. It just keeps things at a minimum. When you go off grid, it couldn't even hold itself. and I was only an hour or so after the sun went down. So it wasn't doing too good with charging when technically I should be able to get at least 4 hours from those 4 batteries, as each battery is capable of giving you 500 watts or 700 watts for, they say 2,000 something. Oh, it's a math thing, I'll work it out later. But each battery should at least give you an hour, that I worked out, and the 8 batteries give you 8. They'll give you just over an hour, but they should at least give you an hour, about an hour and a half or something like that. You add them all up, you get about 11 hours and 12 hours, but it's roughly 10 now with full power using like its full ability, which is be about 700, 800 watts. So usually when I run about there under 1,000, that's what I used to get when I used to test and deploy. As you can see, that's what they say, but that's at 12 volts. You get times it by 4. Drop it down by 4, that ampage when you go to go to 40 watts. If it was 48 watts, you drop that down by 4, and that's what the ampage would mean at 48. That'd be good to be ampage like that at 48. That'd be laughing. But anyway, because the ampage tells you how long it's lasting. I remember, I'm not an electrician, but I do my studies of what I do. And I take safety precautions. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'll charge it all up, get it going again, and hopefully I can work out something. Otherwise, I'm pretty much going to have to fuck around with shit, which is very annoying, again, until I get this call. I was shopping for a lot of things late at night, for a lot of them, and the last thing I need to look at was to double check what does it come with, and did it come with the cord, as they always usually do. It was the last thing, they quickly made sure it was on that. I heard all the extra features, the Wi-Fi and shit, right? And what it needed to be, but didn't look at hard enough of that when it comes to the price range and what I was able to get on special at the time, because I got a deal on it, as it's usually more expensive. But anyway, bloody hell, eh? Another day in the human world of misery. Have a good one, and see you later.